There's this quiet, gnawing frustration that eats away at too many founders, too many investors, and leaders who really want to change the damn game but hit a wall made of cold indifference and empty promises. It's the kind of pain that whispers, "Why am I stuck in a loop where the status quo keeps winning? Why does every big success story feel like it's selling out something that once mattered?" In a world bursting with innovation, the truth is, social startups, the ones that dare to solve real problems for real people, are becoming the hidden gold mines. And some venture capitalists are waking up. They're saying these social startups aren't just good bets, they are the best bets. Maybe it feels counterintuitive. When was the last time someone told you that a startup genuinely created to do good, to fix something broken in society, could blow past all the noise and bring unparalleled returns? The old story was simple. Chase fast growth, scale quickly, maximize profits, rinse, repeat. But that story is dying. Investors who still cling to it are losing out. The world's needs are changing. People's awareness is deepening. Social issues aren't just some side project anymore. They are the battleground where the future is decided. The VCs who see this and invest here aren't just playing it smart financially, they're flipping the entire script of what real impact investing looks like. Here's the cold, hard truth no one wants to admit. Traditional investments can't save you from the collapse everyone feels looming but can't put into words. When the market shifts, when consumers demand authenticity, and when social justice no longer sits on the sidelines but screams from the center, startups that solve social problems are the ones blazing through the chaos. Because they are built on purpose, driven by unshakable missions, and connected deeply with communities that want to see change. This isn't some soft idealism, it's an unbeatable, undeniable edge. Founders in social enterprises are warriors of a different breed, burning with a fire few understand. They've got grit carved deep into their bones, a relentless hunger not just for profit, but for transformation. And investors who recognize that, who get that raw energy and true impact, are linked. They're the ones winning the most. These VCs aren't placing bets on shiny apps or next-gen drones, but on systems that heal, that empower, that create futures where people thrive, not just survive. Look closely. Social startups carry a secret weapon many overlook: community trust. When a company genuinely works to fix educational gaps, combat climate change, or create jobs in forgotten places, it doesn't have to shout to get attention. People notice, they support, they engage. That trust translates into powerful, loyal user bases, sustained growth, and less churn, things traditional ventures endlessly chase but rarely capture. The numbers that matter here go beyond spreadsheets. They're in human lives, multiplied and echoed. It's no accident that VCs are shifting focus to social startups. It's survival, evolution, revolution. The old guard investors live trapped in a mindset shaped by short-term gains and hollow metrics. But the new wave sees something different. Resilience is born out of impact. Real growth comes from genuine value, and the future belongs to those who create lasting change, not quick wins. This isn't philanthropy disguised as business. It's business transformed by philanthropy, commitment, and fierce accountability. You might be thinking, but social enterprises aren't scalable enough for VC standards, or they're too mission-driven to deliver market-beating returns. That's the exact trap outdated investors fall into. The real secret is this: social startups have the rare ability to tap into markets that conventional businesses can't reach, because they address unmet needs that are often ignored or underserved. Their impact is not a limit, it's their launchpad. By creating value where others see only risk or complexity, they open entire new avenues for revenue, partnerships, and exponential growth. And here's the kicker: social enterprises tend to attract talent that refuses to settle. People ready to burn for a cause, who don't just clock in and out but dive deep, innovate relentlessly, and build cultures so strong they draw success magnetically. For investors, That's a dream come true. Teams so engaged and mission-driven that they don't just survive market storms, they transform them into windfalls. If you are a founder tapping into social innovation or an investor seeking the next breakthrough, your biggest challenge might be to unlearn what you think you know about risk, growth, and value. It's time to stop chasing illusions of easy wins and start aligning with movements that cannot be ignored. There is an infrastructure emerging, not one of programs or policies or fleeting hype, but of real connections, fierce collaborations, and shared sovereignty over the future. This is where misaligned brilliance finds a home, and where rare leaders become unstoppable forces. The power lies in the daring few, those who refuse to conform, who burn rather than bend, who break the rules of what investment should look like to forge something extraordinary. This movement isn't built for everyone. It's for the founders who wake up restless, for the investors tired of empty promises, for the leaders ready to disrupt every norm. Together, this collective creates an ecosystem that doesn't just tolerate difference, it thrives on it, turning every outlier into a cornerstone of success. Social startups are the battleground where freedom from outdated systems happens, not by fixing the broken, but by transcending it. By weaving individual sparks into a network so powerful, it shatters the illusions of scarcity and competition. It's in this radical connection, this fierce alliance, that we find the true magic. Because they don't just build companies, they build movements. Movements that remake economies, redefine markets, and rejuvenate societies. For anyone still bound by old investment ideas, this is a wake-up call. The social impact space isn't a charity zone or a fad. It's the future of money, purpose, and power. You either align yourself with it, or you risk being left behind, holding on to illusions while the rare, the brave, and the visionary move ahead and rewrite the rules entirely. Founders of social startups hear this as a call to rise, not just to build a product or a company, but a legacy so powerful that it unchains others. Investors, this is your moment to be more than just financiers. You can be the architects of lasting change, the ones who fuel a movement of unstoppable force. The rewards aren't just financial, they're transformative. They ripple through communities, lift lives, and remake the very fabric of what's possible. Every second wasted doubting is a moment lost to the old guard. It's time to ignite, to connect with the few who burn like you do. To be patient in the long game because eternity favors those who play to build what lasts, not just what glitters tomorrow. The comfort of the easy path is a lie that kills the fire inside. Break free. This moment demands nothing less than risking everything to become the radical new force the world never saw coming but desperately needs. The exciting truth is that social startups are not just the future of impact. They are the future of investment itself. The VCs who see beyond profit to purpose, who recognize that true return comes from transformation, are already reaping massive rewards. So, if you're feeling that restless tension in your chest, that fierce knowing that there's more, that the existing systems aren't enough, know this: you're not alone. You're part of a rare, growing few who refuse to settle, who choose to build bridges where others build walls, who see the world not as it is, but as it must be. The question isn't why some VCs are saying social startups are their best bets. The real question is, why aren't you? Why are you still waiting to join the movement that's reshaping everything? There's no turning back now. The future belongs to those bold enough to claim it by uniting impact and investment, by fueling the fire of rare individuals, and by crafting a legacy of true liberation through business. This is your call: to break the chains, align with brilliance, and leap into a new reality where impact is profit, where change is currency, and where the few become the force that frees the many. The system forgot how to reach the exceptional. That's why social startups are crushing it. Because they aren't selling you illusions, they're handing you tools to remake your world. Dive in, connect deep, build fierce. The revolution is quietly raging, and those who catch this wave will never settle for anything less than extraordinary.